Good evening, members, stakeholders, our development partners. Once again, I am called Gordon Sabit, and I am an advocate for empowerment of girls, adolescent girls, and young mothers, orphans, and other vulnerable children, with a bias in community development, monitoring, and evaluation. So today we are looking at how best we can create a conducive environment for the adolescent girls and young mothers in our communities, in our societies where we are living. We cannot take it for granted that we have development partners, we have implementing partners, we have CSOs, we have community structures like the field agents, the parasocial workers, the village health teams, the VHTs. We have the district teams, community development officers. We have the probation officers, the DHO. We have the district education officers, the district police commanders, and SGBV officers at the police, and child and family and child family protection unit, the CFPU. So I think all those people brought together, they form a force that is all around child protection and safeguarding. To be honest, they have played a very big role, a fundamental role in ensuring that our girls are protected. However, we still have challenges that are continuing to show up day by day. So when you look at the statistics, in some areas, especially in the central and the western part of Uganda, it is really alarming where we are having quite a number of gender-based violence cases being reported. It's really alarming in areas of Kamwenge, in areas of Lyantonde, in areas of Rakai, even in the refugee settlements. So you realize that these cases are really alarming. Uh, Maybe to just go through something small here about the statistics, especially a case study that has been done in Lyantonde. You will realize that we conducted there a mapping exercise that was funded by the Children Rights and Violence Prevention Fund. We also conducted there another baseline survey targeting adolescent girls from 10 years to 19. We also conducted what we call power analysis amongst adolescent girls and young women, including children that are out of school, pregnant adolescents, young mothers, female sex workers. So you realize that really there is quite a challenging uh, state where the numbers of those cases being reported and the voices of the girls themselves that are coming up, they are really uh, showing a very bad image in the community in terms of SVAC. So, uh, sexual violence against children and sexual gender-based violence (SGBV) and gross domestic violence at homes is really contributing to a couple uh, of outcomes, including child marriages, including school dropout, including uh, child marriages, school dropout, forced marriage. mm, a lot of outcomes are coming up. So when we continue to look at the situation, we really see that these girls are mostly used uh, by they are used by the some are by we have cases of incest in Yanton by relatives. We also have other little girls victims of child labor and are working in bars, uh, and they are being abused from there. We have uh, we have other perpetrators, the taxi drivers and the lorry drivers. We have we also have quite a number of border riders that are really trying to encounter and make these girls more vulnerable, as in giving them leaves, convincing them, them gifts, and quite a number of effects are coming out of that, including teenage pregnancies, sexual abuse, among others. So I call upon the stakeholders to come on board and really iron out issues like connivance of some leaders, local leaders, where cases being reported sometimes do not serve the justice and the perpetrators are not brought to book. Secondly, uh, you realize that we still have challenges of data. The data is not being shared in these cases. So we request every IP and government partner that is working with the adolescent girls and vulnerable children to always share data so that the image can come up. Then also on underreporting is also at an individual level. We request that if these girls themselves and the caregivers could be able to report these cases, at a time you find they cannot report to the fellow girls or to the fellow community members. At times they cannot report to the LC leaders or the police or what, because they could be part of the victim of the perpetrators. But ideally, we have a toll-free number which is the Sauti 116. So you just call 116 and ensure that you report your case directly to the Ministry of Gender, and it will be forwarded to what we call district action centers or the child helplines situated in every district. So these cases can be allocated to different people who can manage them very, very well. Yeah. So in case of any comments, I highly welcome them. Thank you.